Alfred Adler's style of life, the hidden blueprint guiding your thoughts, emotions, and actions. Every person has a unique way of living. Some people face challenges boldly, while others hesitate. Some trust easily, while others remain guarded. Some constantly compete, while others prefer cooperation. Alfred Adler, the founder of individual psychology, explained these consistent patterns through his concept of style of life. According to Adler, each human being develops a distinctive pattern of thinking, feeling, and behaving that shapes their entire personality. This pattern becomes the guiding blueprint for how they deal with work, relationships, and personal struggles. Adler believed that we are not simply controlled by our past experiences or biological instincts. Instead, we are creative beings who interpret our experiences and build a personal strategy for living. Style of life refers to that strategy. It is the overall way we move through life in order to feel significant, secure, and valuable. It influences how we solve problems, how we relate to others, and how we respond to success or failure. From Adler's perspective, this style begins forming very early in childhood, usually within the first 5 years of life. During this time, children naturally experience feelings of inferiority. They are small, dependent, and less capable than adults. These feelings are normal and even necessary for growth. However, in response to these feelings, each child begins to develop a personal goal of overcoming weakness and achieving importance. The unique path chosen to reach this goal becomes the child's style of life. For example, imagine a child who often feels ignored in a busy household. That child may silently decide, "I must stand out and achieve something great so people notice me." Another child in the same environment might decide, "I will stay quiet and avoid causing trouble so I do not get criticized." Both children are responding to similar conditions, but they interpret those conditions differently. Their interpretations create different life strategies. Over time, these strategies become stable personality patterns. Adler emphasized that it is not events themselves that shape us most strongly, but the meaning we give to those events. Two siblings can grow up in the same family and develop completely different personalities because they attach different meanings to their experiences. One may see strict parents as a challenge to overcome. The other may see them as proof that the world is unfair. These personal interpretations are woven into the style of life. Style of life is holistic, meaning it unites thoughts, emotions, and behaviors into one consistent direction. If a person believes that they must always be superior to feel worthy, that belief will influence how they compete at work, how they treat friends, and how they respond to criticism. Their anger, ambition, and anxiety may all serve the same underlying goal. Everything fits together like pieces of a puzzle. Adler connected style of life to what he called the three major life tasks: work, friendship, and love. These tasks require cooperation and responsibility. A person with a healthy style of life approaches work with dedication and teamwork, builds friendships based on trust, and forms loving relationships grounded in equality. In contrast, someone with a self-centered style of life may treat work as a battlefield, view friendships as competition, and struggle with intimacy. To make his theory clearer, Adler described several broad types of styles of life. The ruling type tries to dominate or control others in order to feel powerful. The getting type depends heavily on others for support and may avoid taking responsibility. The avoiding type withdraws from challenges to prevent failure or rejection. The socially useful type, which Adler considered the healthiest, combines personal ambition with strong social interest, meaning genuine concern for others and willingness to contribute to society. The socially useful type reflects Adler's belief that true psychological health depends on connection and cooperation. A healthy style of life does not focus only on personal success or superiority. It balances self-development with concern for the community. When people feel that they belong and can contribute, they experience greater satisfaction and emotional stability. One important feature of style of life is that it often operates outside conscious awareness. Many people repeat the same patterns in relationships or careers without understanding why. Someone may repeatedly choose partners who criticize them, or may constantly change jobs when faced with difficulty. Adler would say that these repeated patterns are expressions of an established lifestyle. They are not accidents. They follow an internal logic shaped in early childhood. The hopeful part of Adler's theory is that style of life is not permanently fixed. Although it forms early, human beings remain capable of insight and change. Through reflection and encouragement, people can recognize their guiding beliefs and adjust them. For example, a person who has lived with the belief, "I must never show weakness," can gradually learn that vulnerability builds trust and deeper relationships. Changing a style of life requires courage because it challenges long-held assumptions about identity. Adler placed great importance on encouragement in this process. When individuals feel discouraged, they may cling more tightly to unhealthy patterns. When they feel encouraged and valued, they are more willing to adopt new approaches. Encouragement strengthens confidence and supports healthier goals. In simple terms, style of life is the personal story we create about how to survive and succeed. It answers questions such as, how do I gain respect? How do I protect myself from pain? And how do I prove my worth? Once this story is established, it quietly guides our decisions and reactions. Understanding it allows us to rewrite parts that no longer serve us. Alfred Adler's concept of style of life reminds us that we are not passive victims of circumstance. We are active creators of meaning. While our early experiences influence us, we interpret those experiences and build strategies around them. By becoming aware of our patterns, we gain the freedom to choose more cooperative, balanced, and socially meaningful ways of living. If you found this explanation helpful and insightful, please like this video, share it with others who are interested in psychology, and subscribe to the channel for more clear and powerful discussions on great psychological thinkers and their ideas.